women. Yet after he said hello one by one, he could find nothing more to say. Look, some pointed to the front door. Who is that? All heads turned. Who was that lovely maiden stepping down the stairs? She held her head tall and looked as if she belonged. But no one knew her. There is something about her, said the prince to himself. I will ask her to dance. And then he walked over to Cinderella. Have we met? Said the prince. I am pleased to meet you now, said Cinderella with a bow. I feel as if I know you, said the prince. But of course, that is impossible. Many things are possible, said Cinderella, if you wish them to be true. The prince felt a leap in his heart. He and Cinderella danced. When the song was over, they danced again. And then they danced again and yet again. Soon the other maidens at the ball grew jealous. Why is he dancing all the time with her? They said. How rude. But all the prince could see was Cinderella. They laughed and talked and they danced some more. In fact, they danced for so long that Cinderella did not see the clock. Dong, said the clock. Cinderella looked up. Dong, went the clock again. She looked up again. Oh my, she cried out. It is almost midnight. Dong, ran the clock. Why does that matter? Said the prince. Dong, called the clock. I must go, said Cinderella. Dong, went the clock. But we just met, said the prince. Why leave now? Dong, ran the clock. I must go, said Cinderella. She ran to the steps. Dong, said the clock. I can't hear you, said the prince. The clock is too loud. Dong, ran the clock. Goodbye, said Cinderella. Up the stairs she ran. Dong, went the clock. Please, stop for a moment, said the prince. Oh dear, she said as one glass slipper fell off her foot on the stair. But Cinderella kept running up. Dong, said the clock. Please wait a moment, said the prince. Dong, ran the clock. Goodbye, Cinderella turned one last time. Then she rushed out the door. Dong, the clock was quiet. It was midnight. Wait, called the prince. He picked up her glass slipper and rushed the door. He looked around but could not see her blue dress anywhere. This is all I have left from her, he said, looking down at the glass slipper. He saw that it was made in a very special way to fit a foot none like other. Somewhere there is the other glass slipper, he said, and when I find it, I will find her too. Then I will ask her to be my bride. From hut to hut, from house to house went the prince. One young woman after another tried to fit her foot inside the glass slipper, but none could fit. And so the prince moved on. At last, the prince came to Cinderella's house. He is coming, called one stepsister as she looked out the window. At the door, screamed the other stepsister. Quick, yelled the stepmother. Get ready. One of you must be the one to fit your foot in that slipper, no matter what. The prince knocked. The stepmother flew open the door. Come in, she said. I have two lovely daughters for you to see. The first stepsister tried to place her foot in the glass slipper. She tried hard, but it is just would not fit her. Then the second stepsister tried to fit her foot inside. She tried and tried with all her might, too, but no one dies. Are there no other young women in the house? Said the prince. None, said the stepmother. Then I must go, said the prince. Maybe there is one more, said Cinderella, stepping into the room. I thought you said there were no other young women here, said the prince. None who matter, said the stepmother in a hiss. Come here, said the prince. Cinderella stepped up to him. The prince got down on one knee and tried the glass slipper on her foot. It fit perfectly. Then, from her pocket, Cinderella took out something. It was the other glass slipper. I knew it, he cried. You're the one. What? Shouted the stepsister. Not her, screamed the other stepsister. This cannot be, yelled the stepmother. But it was too late. The prince knew that Cinderella was the one. He looked into her eyes. He did not see the cinders in her hair or the ashes on her face. I have found you, he said. And I have found you, said Cinderella. And so Cinderella and the prince were married, and they lived a happily ever after.